Hi, hello, welcome back. In this chapter, we are discussing about what is heat energy and their related terms. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about what are the different effects of heat. Heat energy causes a number of effects. Some important effects are discussing in this video. Okay, so let us get started. First one is that change in temperature. Whenever a substance, whether it is a solid or a liquid or a gas, is supplied with heat energy, its temperature rises due to the gain of heat energy and it becomes hot. In simple words, we can say that whenever we are heating or supplying heat energy to any of the substances, what happens? Its temperature rises, isn't it? And it becomes hot. On the other hand, if a hot substance gives out heat, what happens? Its temperature falls and the substance becomes cold. So, this is the change in temperature. That is, whenever we are supplying heat energy to a particular substance or an object, its temperature increases and it becomes hot. When it is giving out heat energy, for example, when we are keeping a hot pot on a table for some times, and what happen after sometimes? Yes, it releases heat energy and it becomes cold. So it is due to the change in temperature. Okay, and next one is about thermal expansion. Okay, so you can see an iron rod turned red hot on heating due to rise in temperature. So when we are heating anything, it becomes hot. Okay, and next one is about thermal expansion or contraction. The process of expansion of a substance on supplying heat energy to it is called the thermal expansion, which means when a substance or when we are supplying heat energy, some objects will expand. Okay, so that process is known as thermal expansion. On the other hand, a substance contract on cooling. Okay, you can see in the picture a railway track deformed due to thermal expansion. Okay, that is why we are giving some space or gap between the railway tracks. Why? Because during summer season it get expanded, so that it is in order to adjust that particular changes. Okay, we are doing such things. Okay, so the electric transmission cables or the telephone lines sag between two poles during the summer season on account of thermal expansion, and during winter season the cable becomes tight, okay, between the poles due to the thermal contraction. Okay, so this is called the thermal expansion or the thermal contraction. Okay, and next one is about change in state. Okay, change in state, it is a very familiar term, change in state. On gaining heat energy, a solid may change into liquid or the liquid may change into gas. Okay, so from the picture it is clear that a solid, it is we can take the example of ice cube. When we are taking out an ice cube, it melt and it changes to liquid. It is by absorbing the heat energy from the surrounding. And what happen if we are heating the liquid? That is, when we are giving heat energy or when we are heating the liquid, it changes to gas. It is known as vaporization. Okay, and the gas itself, it changes to liquid. It is also due to the change in temperature. Okay, so the gas changes to liquid, it is known as condensation, and the liquid changes to solid state, it is called the freezing. And the change of solid from solid directly to gaseous state is known as sublimation. A very common example for that is naphthalene balls or camphor. Okay, that is, it is not entering the liquid state. Instead of that, it is directly changing to gaseous phase. So it is known as sublimation. And next one is solidification, that is the change in the state of gaseous to solid state. It is known as solidification. Okay, so these are the change in states. Okay, so all these occurs due to the change in temperature or due to the gaining of heat energy or release of heat energy. Okay, and next one, last thing is that chemical change. Burning of substance in the presence of air or oxygen with the release of a large amount of heat and light is called the combustion. We all know that when a substance like wood, charcoal, or paper or any fuel is heated in air, it catches fire and starts burning, isn't it? It is because the chemical energy is stored in them. So it helps them to burn. Okay, what happened after sometimes or while burning? Yes, it will give out or release a large amount of heat and light energy. So a process which or process of burning of a substance in the presence of air or oxygen with the release of large amount of heat and light energy is known as combustion. Okay, so you can see the picture. Heat energy brings about chemical change. So these are the important effects of heat. Okay, so we have discussed the four important effects of heat. First one is the change in temperature. Second one is the thermal expansion or contraction. Third one is the change in state. And fourth one is the chemical change. Okay.